will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got his man in the middle. Knocked off his feet. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Sayed. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field.
Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Completes it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's at field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Big fella moving. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They find themselves trailing to start the second half. Those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Wingo. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got the first himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to.
There he goes. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk. Gonna take a shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Coming out with it, it's Tate. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The sure hands, it's Tate. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tate. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Got his man on the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He'll throw it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Oh, dude. Everybody on the sidelines is saying, you can't turn the football over there. You got to take care of it. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead late in the game. Big, huge, dumb mistake.
From the gun, running back on the move. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Finds his man. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Texas.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Right down the boulevard. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Longhorns will put it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roberts. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try it over the left side. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progression. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Morton. Snagged in the middle, it's Eakin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Virgil. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal if you bump. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Virgil. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to
intercepted in the first drive into the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wants.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing straight.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Manning. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
To the air on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wingo. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer. When you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Morton. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Eakin. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Douglas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Gonna run it. It's Dickey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And you try to sneak this in here, right? Third down, kind of manageable situation, not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneak that draw and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that, stuffs them on the third down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Morton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Run in the red zone. It's Dickey. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Red Raider. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Manning. The sure hands. It's Moore. At the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Looking downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. Punch it out of the air. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dickey. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Right, he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will give him the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th.
He's loose on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive, still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Pulls it in, it's Dickey. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Down in the final period of this one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it. And now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. It's complete to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Longhorns have it with a first and 10.
42, Spider.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Makes the grab on the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, we have seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kicker. You've got to make this field goal, send it into overtime.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Manning. Complete, and look looking for enough for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. What a show both of these teams. To the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
His coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All out of space.
about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Sayed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up for it.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, he gets a positive gain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Manning. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Let's it fly. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And and they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He lets one fly deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Lost to throw again. He's got him wide open. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Dances away to buy time. Finds his man, it's Peoples. At the 40, there he goes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Already find a hole in that secondary. It's a seam wide open. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on. Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to...
There he goes! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a a catastrophic play there.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here comes the offense on second down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Looking for space to the left. Wide open downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Manning. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but with snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Quarterback making checks. Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snap. Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sayin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed.
Looking for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick...
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. This time on target. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They want that clock to run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you. Running it between the tackles, he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quick strike complete. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down and get some positive yards.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David.
Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Longhorns will kick this away to start us off.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by team. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Nowhere to run up the middle.
they're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Great job here as a play caller. You come out in the opening drive, you want to establish a little bit of an aggressive nature, and you hit some big plays here downfield. Great way to start this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. You make the stop, but a big play. Lose the ball to the red zone.
I would argue he's one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've seen the entire year covering college football. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw that touch pass and that intermediate throw. He can also show you he can make plays by buying time with his legs. Guy is the total package, and he's making his defense pay right now.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Manning. Signs the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down, but he just dumped it on.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. He's back to throw again on second down. Comes up with the catch. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion.
Big shot caught out of the 20. We make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. The receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
Bringing it out, it's Graham. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw is Sayin. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just stared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover 2 right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
They'll run it here. He's found some room at the 45. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. And here he goes. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. We'll check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Tate. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. It's an out route. The catch made. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down.
Man, And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Catch is made down the middle. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Looking to throw yet again. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These tight windows, man, they open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Now they come up second and goal from the 3. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Automatic in the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, the defense took the field. They mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Over the middle. It's Moore. And the defense brings him down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. He's going to put it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Completion, second and 10 from the 39. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looks to the left for a quick throw. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Longhorns will have to punt this one away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And he knocks through the PAT. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it fly out of the wide out. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He could go. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. Can he get in? So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back. It's Sayin. The pass is intercepted. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And is intercepted. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this first half. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Makes a quick grab. That's a quick tackle, but they picked up solid yardage on that short throw.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Breaks into the clear. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Manning. The ball's incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. They snap it. The quarterback looking to throw the ball. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? He heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense really on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
And he'll get him down that time. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Breaks free with room to run.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
To the air, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. Has a pass to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
Bringing it out, it's Tate. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Could take it all the way. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Oh, my gosh. At this point, this offensive coordinator has to consider going to the backup. This defense is baiting him into coverage, and he continues to throw these interceptions.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Heck of a ride to a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. They jump on top now here in the 4th. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Quarterback, pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Losing so many yards on the first play of a drive like this off of a scramble really turns 2nd down into a salvage down. You set out to get enough yardage back to make 3rd down possibly manageable.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go 4 on this 4th down. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Contact as he threw it. This will call incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the clock.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
So instead of trying to break the tie with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State, and they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. 1st and 10. Not much time left. They need to find the end zone in this possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Dropping back, it's Manning. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
That's reeled in. It's more. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's swarmed by the defense. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets made on the out route. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Touchdown, Longhorns. Great connection there for 6 points.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
And now the decision to go for two. Gutsy call by this coach. He wants to win it right here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, the attempt to go up by 3 fails, so it gives the return team an opportunity here. They need a big return, but they still have a shot if they can get into field goal range to win this game.
Bringing it out. It's Graham. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Obviously, a high-scoring game, but they just couldn't match the other guys score for score. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. And if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
When these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Looking for his big tight end. Pass incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time. 2nd and 10 here. Using his legs. It's Peoples. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking to pass this time. Finds his man. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
But to cap off an opening drive like this on a 3rd down touchdown pass is such a satisfying way to start a game. The offense has set the tone. Now, bring out the defense. It's their turn.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Okay, it's third down after that run. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 10. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. First and goal, will try to run it in. And he'll be brought down. Coming up, second down and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they put 6 more on the board. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Breaks loose at the 45. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Big chunk gain on the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a quick grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Back to pass. It's Manning. And this one is caught. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it right near the end zone. And they're able to get him down.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Quarterback will just sneak it here. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
No gain on the play. Now, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. To throw, it's Sayin. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun to handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half.
Okay,
2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Rita.
They'll feed the back again. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Signs it with throw. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. No huddle now for the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. 1st down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. The shotgun running play call. They've got it in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. It'll be 4th down territory, but let's see what the call is here. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense facing 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Sayin. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. What a catch! So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He makes the grab. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. Still losing by 14 after the miss. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. Offense takes the field. Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect it. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. Look out. Whole different game now.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Grab down the middle. It's Peoples. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st out of the 46.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the 1st down in the process.
The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
First and goal, handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling.
Oh, that one's picked off. Past midfield. Across the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas. The defense gets involved in the scoring. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
And the extra point was up and good. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. With the catch, it's Jackson. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
He's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns. They battled back to take the lead. You talk about paying a price in the pocket for your team to deliver a touchdown throw.
Great job by this quarterback. And I'm going to tell you something. When this offense watches the film and they see the quarterback, the hit that he took, this is how you get rewarded, not only with a touchdown, but also the way your team starts to admire you and respect you as a player.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. A play action, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
That's a lot to overcome on 3rd and very long like that. The 2nd down sack was huge and put this defense in a really good position there.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.